Good morning. November 6th, 2018. Doing a little house remodel update. This wall came down. Well, I took half of it down, and the other half came down yesterday. The kitchen floor's got to come in next after this wall comes in. It still needs a little prep work. That wall's coming down. I've got everything from the kitchen. Lights, rotiller, kitchen supplies, shelving. Brought everything in here like a few weeks ago. Waiting on everybody to finish up their job. The floor guys laid out the floor the first day, and they couldn't wait to lay the rest of the floor the next day. That's not the problem. The texture guy, he laid that down within like 4 or 5 hours, both rooms. Like 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And then the guy that's prepping the walls and painting, he's really busy. He's got a lot of stuff, I guess, going on. But he's helping out as much as he can. He prepped it, guy put texture on it, then he primered it and put paint on it. And he's looking for a closet now to buy and install. I can't do any work. Not only do I not have the tools or the experience, and I don't want to chop anything up, I can't wait to get my hands dirty. Really, I can't wait. Though my investor supporter, I love her, she said do not come near anything if I'm investing into it, as in her money. Which is better for me, honestly. I just want this all to be done. Yeah, I might save $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on labor on this $15,000 job with the roof. I still need a roof. Bottom line, I just can't wait for this house to be done so I can move on with my life. I want to rent this property out. And this wall is definitely getting worked on. They just took the electricity out of all the walls here. There's some wires coming through here. And I just want to rent this house out. It might be an elderly care home. That's another reason for making that space a little wider so people, grandpa or grandma, can roll in, have easier accesses. And I want to move on with my life. Definitely need to clean this patio up. Got a bed frame here. Got extra bottles. I was doing a little fermenting. Coach's recliner. Suitcases and a bunch of grow equipment that I don't have use for anymore because I can't grow on my house. And the back patio, or the what do you call it? The diner table. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm actually excited that things are actually getting done. I was living in this situation because I was growing marijuana since 2013, and nobody wanted to support me or take me serious until still. Nobody still wants to take me serious because nobody knows what they're doing or how you even get into this industry. And with me, I've been just going against the grain, as they call it, with so much moisture in the house and water spilling and dripping. I was like, man, I got to get this floor out because it was already getting moldy. So since 2013, by the time I got the floors out to show them I'm serious, that didn't help. Took out some walls. No, what did I do? I didn't take no walls out. I don't remember what I did. Oh yeah, I had to wait for some electricity, 220 volt, that we had to run along the side of the house into that room, and then have the 4 outlets in there with the higher 220 ampage to run the big lights on. And then in here, I took the garage down because nobody was giving me the greenhouse that I wanted. There's the new electrical box, 200 amps. Before that, it was 100 amps, really old, and I had the wire running. 50 amps going in that garage, 20 amps going in this room. I had 4,000s on in that one room at one time. I've had 4,000s running in that garage at one time. Not at the same time. I only have 5,000s. And I had T5s in this room because it doesn't need too much electricity. And I had T5s in this room. So I had seedlings, clones, teens running in the living room, little room. Then I had a whole bunch of mothers in this room. I actually had lights in the kitchen. As you can see this. I had T5s as well in here, starting seedlings. And then in the garage, I had big mothers, massive ones. Anywhere from 3 gallons to 20 gallons. Like 20 gallons, I had like 20 of them. Anyways, I'm not going to get into numbers. Long story short, I was getting ready, baby, for this big commercial grow op to get it all legal. This was 2016-17 season. I know they just legalized it. I knew farmers wanted to really ball out, and each county was a little different. And they were still wishy-washy on what we're even allowing. And the market itself that you're growing for, this industry. We have all this demand, but we don't even know how to funnel it legally. They're just now dialing in all the taxes and programs, and they're trying to have a bank program, loaning, equity line type of deal, and opening up the stock markets to public and actual banks to public with the specific marijuana industry. A lot of great things, a lot of great ways to look at America as an example. What Canada might want to start laying out and what other countries are getting ready for. America's the only one that's been inching it in, like as in releasing it slowly with these states getting legal and pushing it for legalization. And then you got Canada where they just couldn't wait to just open the whole doors up. I think they wanted to do it a long time ago because there's a big need for this commodity, but it wouldn't be as supported as it is now with America being the number one. I personally believe in this society economy. And with now that going on, America and Canada teaming up, I mean, that's a big continent. You put those two together, they're close to as big as Russia. And you got Europe, Georgia. They just legalized smoking, but you can't grow it. You can't produce it. That's interesting. You hear me? You can smoke it, but you can't produce it. So think about who's going to be growing it, where we're going to be shipping it, and how it's all even going to be working. Long story short, it's going to be flooded, this market, with such a high demand in other, such as candle wax, such as incense, toothpicks, plywood, regular 2x4s, material, paper, cloth, hemp. I mean, there's a lot of big need for this commodity. And it's going to come down to where, yeah, it's a big recycling center, like aluminum cans. It has its market value. And we as the world are going to be milking it. And I pray that this brings back that natural, hands-on type of passions, whether it's creative, athletic, sports, or whether it's hands-on gardening, farming, and still very aggressive, very energetic, very hands-on. You got to know what you're doing. So I hope this motivates more humans to stay not away from buttons, but to stay more with the soil, with the earth, be more green. We're all working together. I see it, but it's just this higher power that's in our way. And it's not like somebody can save us or another organization can, because everything's going the right way. Long story short, it really is. The only problem is the one person like me, or those few people like me that have been in this industry for so long are getting pushed out of it. Does that make any sense? So the way we're structuring things and going slow with it and only allowing a certain amount of growers and farmers and this and that, we've started it all the wrong way. Instead of letting somebody like me that has no money being funded, waiting patiently to go legal, not black market, doing it the right way on a massive level scale. And imagine somebody that actually has an understanding of business, understanding of the structure, as a few people that would love to work with him that don't have that motivation of running their own organization, that would love to team up and work together and let's grow and this and that. And instead, it's outside money from either outside of the country, out of the state, or if it is in the city, it's money that has no idea what they're even doing. They're not growing. They're lawyers, loan officers, agents, contractors, which is simple thing to learn how to do. I mean, there's a routine, but I'm talking an education level on this. I'm talking how to breed, how to grow, how to use this concept in a lot of life experiencing moments, from taking care of it, from having a routine, from having a structure built, from working with other businesses, entities. This is a great way to really grasp life. Paying your taxes, learning how to manage and balance funds, and even still having your 9 to 5. This is your retirement funds. This is your retirement money coming in, baby. And we're just getting ready to start this whole economy, stock markets, the way it's all going to be working, this and that. The only issue is it's going way too slow. And if we're going to, let's say, even dial in NASA, let's say we're going to even pinpoint which one people we want in this freaking NASA universe moon, who we're going to save in this lifetime, who we're going to be working with. Well, the athletic program obviously showing us, the educational program is obviously picking out the cream of the crops. So you got athletes, you got cream of the crop smart people, and then you got your ones that just want to settle 9 to 5 because they don't understand their talents yet. I feel like this will give another opportunity for us to find ourselves. Let's love, let's give back. And when I say give back, it doesn't have to be money, currency, or even too much energy. I'm giving back my 2 cents as we speak right now, whether somebody's going to listen to it today, or maybe listen to it not ever, or maybe listen to it in 100 years. Only reason I'm even having this YouTube channel, because I'm tired of preaching, in a way, sermon, lecture, give my point views to humans that are amazed, that are like, oh my gosh, you actually have a point. I actually might understand this. Whoa, you actually are right. Whoa, this is the next future. Okay, how can we now work all this in and make it all happen? Because nothing's perfect. It's always going to be, changing things up. We got to start somewhere. And you don't start with putting out the biggest, the baddest, the best out of this industry that haven't even had a chance to even go upstream. Does that make any sense? So as we're going against the grain with everything, not even our own cities and counties or states anymore, it's countries. I'm not saying I'm going to Russia and I'm going to drop a bomb and I'm going to enslave everybody and we're going to turn this world into a communistic SSR type of worldwide religion, Scientology based. Great concept, I believe, in the next 100 years, because you'd have to be born into it. It wouldn't be possible. There'd be civil wars. You'd have people fighting each other. Religion's always getting in the way. The only way to brainwash the next generation is you got to do it from a childbirth standpoint. When I say brainwash, religion's brainwashing. I don't know any more about religion, if that makes any sense. I do have faith. I have faith in higher power. I feel the higher spirits, the energy, especially when we all connect with each other and we're in a room of high energy spiritual worship, if that makes any sense, whether it's a lecture, a preacher, a sermon, or that music that makes us feel amazing, sad or happy or however it is, that emotion, that spirit, that's why I believe in higher power. And with that as well, God, spirit, the whole fine prints with these contracts, religions, I don't know what's going on with all that. I was brought up in one religion. There's others that bring up another religion, from Allah to Buddha to Jesus to Muhammad to Hugalala. I don't know what's next. Hubert, from what I see. Hubert, Scientology dude that just left behind some lectures, left behind some literature, some writings, some of his philosophies. And then you got these people that are obsessed with him, trying to worship him and put this view out as a great concept, great view, great concept. I mean, this is how we should live and structure our lives. I believe this could be in our educational system, but not as a religion, not as a worship, more of this is how we live our lives. Yes, we don't want to brainwash one religion to one person, to one kind of society. Everybody needs to have their own faith, their own belief. I believe in that. I believe in I believe in different sections. I don't want everything to combine, because in the Bible it says once everything comes by and gets united, and I believe that's going to be technology making us all come together. They've seen these visions, but that's the end of the world. When they say end of the world, I believe the world that we've been living in, that new world, the hands-on, the food to farm, or the fork to farm, uh, the old school ways of medications and raisings and all that old stuff. The new world that's coming, think about it, y'all. We are the robots. Does that make any sense? We are it. It might be a pill at the moment. Somehow genetically formulated this and that through all kinds of ways, because we legally or officially couldn't even do it with technology. It's getting that serious. But imagine with technology, we're able to make it even better. Long story short, we are already robots. Look how you're listening to me right now. I love you all. Don't freak out. Go to school. Get your education. You don't think I want to be in school right now? You don't think I just want to have a class to attend and eat some lunch with some cool people and play video games during lunch and not care about stuff? And when I say care about stuff, yeah, care about everything. Care about my friends and care about my lunch and care about my food and care about my passions and this stuff. When I say not care about anything, the politics, the fine print. People are about to vote today. And as much $1 billion are being trying to be processed, why are we even voting on this? If it's this serious and you really need this kind of money, and apparently you can fund it now, and I don't know why we're not growing or this now with this new beautiful commodity. But anyways, if this is so much needed, why are we even voting on this? Why are you even making it so secretive, fine printed, scripted where there's even a vote? It makes no sense. This bullshit. So the more and more we're getting bullshitted around, me speaking for the general public, at the same time speaking as I am going to be the next one to be making these decisions, that's how I want to look at it. Yeah, I might not be the one. Yeah, I might be just talking out of my ass. Excuse my French, not really talking out of my ass. That's a bad way of communication. Please forgive me. Maybe I'm making all this up. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe this is all just BS, bull, crap. Gumno, not real, none of this makes sense. What are you talking about, Artem? Because a lot of people look at me like, man, who are you and what are you on? With that said, I'm going to get back to this beautiful sandwich that I made. Thank you, Russia, for this bread, for the salami, for these tasty foodskis. Good times. I like. I do need some maids. Not as much as a wife, but maids. I've got a lot of business to handle. I've got a lot of visions to attain. If God gives me life. These headaches are not helping. I had a few very, very hard head injuries when I was younger. Athletics, sports. And it's not helping. My memory is getting worse. Oh, what's going on? But anyways, I'm not really worried about it because I know there's a bigger purpose, bigger plan, whether it's on this earth or not. And I'm a lover. I'm a passionate person. Everything right now is set in my life, as in a great way. And the only thing that would make a difference is the relationships. And the relationships not with boys, men. Please forgive me, gentlemen. Nothing against you. I'd love to help you. I'd love to entertain you and push you forward and this and that. Girls, I need you, ladies. I need that side in my life of you entertaining me. I like the fashion. I like the taste, the smells, the energy, the love, all that. I need to be around you girls. Does that make any sense? I might not be the most biggest social butterfly, as you can tell and hear. I love to just have my own peace of mind, my own space, but be around in the same atmosphere as you females. I don't want to be traveling the world all alone. I don't want to be drinking and eating dinners and traveling all alone. Let's repeat that. I want my company, whether it's where I get to or whether it's coming with me through all these beautiful, beautiful vibes and energies. I need my crew. When I say crew, I want my girls, not my dudes. The dudes, you know who you are. You've always had my back from day one. And if you don't know who I am, you've always got that kind of back from day one. Bottom line, gentlemen, I'm not here to force nothing. Man, if I had some power, I'd start with the homeless. And it's either a bullet or a motherfucking apartment. you pick. And with an apartment, man, you better be ready to work. I've got no problem working. You hear me? I'm about to go to this gym because I have so much energy. I don't know what to do with. Yesterday, I didn't want to get out of bed. I literally was in bed all day yesterday watching a movie. Watching Tubi app. Long story short, we all have our ups and downs. I understand some want to just rest and not do anything for a week. But if you work hard for 3 days straight, and I'm talking 3 hard working days straight, maybe you don't need to work for the next week and a half. It's not a 9 to 5. It's more of a contract deal. Come work when you want to work. But again, what are you doing in your days off? Are you sitting around doing heroin, hard drugs, drinking, BSing? Are you helping, promoting, being a good example and bringing up the next society? What are you doing with your time in life? I can't wait to have a beer right now. Whether it's before the workout or after the workout, one beer is not going to do anything. I mean, it's going to give me that great energy, that great vibe that a beer all of a sudden does. A girl gives me that vibe energy, but not the same kind. Food fills up my stomach, gives me that kind of energy, but not the same kind. Being in a relationship, love, kissing, sex. God, beautiful vibes and energies, but it's not like a drug. It's not like a marijuana. It's not like an alcohol. It's not like cocaine. It's not like any of these hard stuff. Not supporting any of it for myself, but I'm supporting all of it for the human race. Because somewhere, somehow, someone needs it. Not wants it, but needs it. Whether it's a mission out in wherever you're going to be doing and you need to stay up, and that coke is going to turn you into Rambo. That's why I support it. Whether you're on the deathbed, dying, or about to have surgery and there's morphine, thank God. And euthanasia, what do you call it when they put you out? Thank God for Advils and nausea pills and all these pills that they have as well. I'm not bringing all that down. So long story short, we're all working together. Sorry for all the rambling, but this is my remodel update / I guess, marijuana regulations. Love you all. Stay blessed. I just wanted to give you guys my vibes that I'm ready to make things big things happen. A lot of people are like, why are you moving around? Why you should just settle. You're set. You got your house. You don't need education. You got an SSI program. I'm getting $900 from the government. I'm not even going to get into all that. How I was mislabeled and how I was misdiagnosed and this and that. Yes, I had my moments of being at rage and mad because my dead dad's business was just taken away from me, and the $50,000 that we shook hands on, I didn't even get that coming my way. That was going to be my startup for this cannabis industry. The $50,000. And I got no credit score after the business with all the credit debt that I kind of put on, that I took on from cleaning up some bills with insurance past dues and this and that. Set ups in so many ways with this system, government, families, all this beautiful abuse and non-abuse that we as humans need to cherish, appreciate, take in the moments, and do better from. I love you all so much. Stay blessed. Love, live, laugh. I love you females so much. The ones that take care of yourselves, the ones that love each other, the ones that are not negative, the ones that are beautiful and really love. You hear me? There's a lot of you devilins out there. You little devils, girls. You stay the fuck away from me. I want you princesses. I want you beautiful, innocent souls that have no motive for any kind of negative. And those are usually in churches, usually in schools, being teachers, working with education or some kind of needed health service, nurses, caregivers. But I want you girls to as well care about yourselves and don't get stuck on these pills and these diagnoses that these doctors give you, and all of a sudden the biggest thing is weight gain. You know, y'all are fattening up like motherfucking cows, and you guys are fucking disgusting looking. I'm sorry, I just don't even want to look at myself at times. When I was on these drugs and pills and not eating, I was so skinny and out of business. It looked gross. So I'm finally getting back into this life. I'm excited. You hear me? This is me being lazy right now. I just don't want to cook right now in this kitchen setting. I mean, don't blame me. I'm sure you'd really knock out a 5-star gourmet tacos or burgers or these beautiful smoked dishes or smoked meats and this and that. I mean, who can create miracles like that in this beautiful house, in this setting? I love you all so much. Man, this is making me want to go drink right now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm about to go to the gym. I'm gonna have my mom wire me some more money. That's my sugar mama. And I'm gonna grab a beer right before I go to the gym, work out. You know why? Because I feel like it now. Because I've been talking about it. I wasn't even planning on doing that. I shouldn't even be drinking. My knee's itching. I don't think it's good when it's itching after drinking. I think it means you're getting like diabetes or something. No, I don't want to get diabetes. God forgive me, please. It's not funny, Lord. That's another thing. There's so much sugar in this world. There's so many unhealthy things that are being fine printed in these products that we don't even understand what we're eating. You know, you got this dark chocolate medley, loving blend of nuts and this and that. And then you look in here, there's how much sugar? 1 ounce. There's 12 ounces in this bag. That's 6 grams of sugar. 12 times 6, 84. Is that what it is? 72. Is that what it is? 12 times 6, 6, 12, 72. 72 grams of sugar in this whole bag right here if I ate it all. Anyways, that kind of stuff. Like, and I was going through this bag. I didn't even like the chocolate. Chocolate's gross. So anyways, same with these beers. You know, I look at it, it's like, man, you shouldn't be drinking the hard alcohol, but the hard alcohol is more healthy than the beers. Yeah, we'd love to drink the wine, but the wine that's good is like $25 a bottle. So a lot of things that I can't wait to dial in where we as human society, just not me, I'm not the only one that wants to eat, drink, and live and work hard. Good. You hear me? But we're just not able to have that opportunity. Especially things like this industry, marijuana is going to be slowing us down. If I didn't have my ways of life right now with my beautiful parents being immigrants from Russia and working hard or being hard workers and having these opportunities and my dad leaving behind a business that I was able to work out a house loan out of with the bank he was banking with. Yeah, me using all of my own credit history and yes, using all of my own payrolls and yes, borrowing 10 from mom and yes, borrowing 10 from a credit card. Yes, I could have borrowed 20 all from credit card, but mom was being very nice and generous and haven't paid her back yet because I was planning on paying this mortgage off in the first few years of being in my dad's insurance business, working hard, this and that. But hey, $7,000 went missing. I was 19, going on 20 years old. A lot of things were happening. Me and my exes broke up. I was trying to expand and take up that time that I had with my ex with another business, importing and exporting from Russia, this and that. Things got ahead of me. Money, I hired more people for the insurance business to have more time in this other business. I had to drive out to San Francisco, pick up product, try to find businesses that work with it, ship them samples, this and that. Things were getting things were getting busy. Long story short, hired a bunch of people, not a bunch, like 4 other people, 2 other agents, another customer service. And money went missing. That's right when everybody was trying to help me out. Mom's cleaning the office. Everybody's trying to keep the files all filed up. We were going paperless, switching from filed cabinets to just online everything. I bought this like $4,000 program that was able to sync with all the businesses. So much movement, so much energy, baby. With my ex being out of my life, finally, I was like, man, I'm ready to take over this world because she was really like slowing me down. She was getting in my way. And she saw it, her dad saw it. Everybody was like, man, this is awesome. He's finally freed up. She was doing her thing in real estate. She probably still is. I love her so much. We would have been such a great team. But not everybody's supportive of the love that gets in between, if that makes any sense. It wasn't even between her and me. If it was between her and I, we would have been married, kids a long time ago. And if she's alive, it's probably not too late. Because I just can't find a Christian heart soul with as much sass and love and passion towards Christ and herself and everybody else. It's unbelievable. This girl is like a Mother Teresa, but on a whole Christian level with no bad energy and no bad vibes. Like no raised voices, no yelling, sheds tears. She's real. She cries. Heard her too many times. Best beautiful dime I've ever met in my life. It was unbelievable type of relationship with this woman. Anyways, long story short, that, if ever even came close to coming together, would be just a friendly business relationship where I'd fuck her brains out if she ever wanted it. Long story short, I'm not going to get into all that. Sorry for the bad comments. Love you all. Stay blessed. Out. Mwah!